I've owned this 2016 Arctic Cat M8 Limited 155 for 4 seasons now. A lot of these come up second hand, so for anyone who's thinking of buying one as we head into winter, I thought I'd do a rundown of everything that's gone wrong or broken or needed fixing on this sled over the past 4 years. So this sled has done about 1700 kilometres. It's basically stock, apart from the SLP pipe which I fitted after the first season, although I fiddled around with a few other bits and pieces which you'll see later on. The machine started off black, and I put a wrap on it last winter. Like most mountain riders, I've also cut off the annoying snow flap. It's never had any temperature issues. Starting with the engine, there's not much to say because it's never given any trouble. Never fouled any plugs. In fact, I'm pretty sure I haven't changed them for the last 3 seasons. I just start her up and ride it every time. The only thing that's gone wrong with the switchgear is the left-hand grip heater has failed, so that's been replaced. And last winter I fitted the new style upgraded Cat brake lever because I like it better. After 4 seasons there is a lot of slack in the steering. Apparently this is a classic Arctic Cat issue, happens to pretty much all of them. The YouTube channel Sixes has got a good video on how to fix it, but I haven't done it yet. For comparison, the Summit has got 1200 kilometers on it and there's no play at all. If you move the handle, skis move directly. One thing about the Cat steering post is the top is open, so snow sits in there and it rusts. Then when you roll it, this rusty water pukes out everywhere, and if you don't know what it is, you think you've popped a radiator hose or the engine's shat itself somehow. Anyway, it's no big deal, it's just kind of funny. The A-arms and suspension have been faultless, although this one's slightly bent from hitting a buried fence, but it wasn't bent enough to need fixing, so I just left it. The Fox air shocks have also been faultless, front and rear. I've just never had to touch them. Meanwhile, the side panel clips have basically all broken and had to be changed to something else. It was just a shitty design for some reason, but I think the new Cats have got it sorted. At one stage last winter, the side panel just blew off. The clutch had been feeling weird, not engaging properly or slipping or something, and I realised that the side panel had been open at the bottom, so it was scooping up snow, and the rotating clutch case had been packing snow into the engine bay like an impeller, until the pressure got so great and it just blew apart. Anyway, I took the snow out and the problem went away. One other minor thing on the body panels, this windshield bracket got bent the first day I rode the sled when I rolled it on what turned out to be 2 inches of snow on dirt. I did kind of straighten it, but it's never been the same. A couple of years ago I lowered the seat 2 inches because it just seemed unnecessarily high, given that you hardly ever sit on it. It's easy to do, so I will put the video link for that at the end of this one. I'm still on the original battery. It's getting a bit tired, but 4 seasons isn't bad. A couple of years ago I hacked apart the running boards to give more snow clearance. Cat running boards are super strong, but in my mind they're pretty much useless at snow clearance, and making all the holes bigger makes quite a big difference. And it hasn't weakened the boards or given any problems at all. I've got video of that too. Nothing to say about the track or rails, nothing's gone wrong, I just ride it. One thing though, I think the tunnel is a bit twisted. See, it's kind of down on the left there. No idea how that happened. So I've never blown a belt. In fact, I think this is the original, but the shop may have swapped it with the spare at the first season service, can't remember. In any case, I've never blown one, and that's more than I can say for mates on other brands. Maybe just good luck, but I have pulled dead sleds, pulled dead snow bikes, couches, people, logs, all kinds of stuff with this thing, thrashed up hills. Never blown one. I'll take it. But while we're on that side of the engine, one thing that has started to wear out is the starter motor ring, which means that sometimes you need a few goes to get the starter engaged. Again, apparently this is common with cats because the engagement pinion is spinning before it hits the teeth, so it damages them. And two-stroke engines tend to always stop at the same places in the cycle, so the same teeth get hammered every time you start it. There's an easy fix. You just take the clutch off, rotate the ring 45 degrees or so, and then you've got fresh teeth. What you can also do if the engagement teeth are knackered when you're out riding is hit the kill switch before the sled stops moving, which forces the crank to stop at a slightly different place, so when you start up again the starter engages an undamaged part of the starter ring. So that's it. 4 years with the M8, nothing has ever gone wrong that has stopped me just getting on the sled and riding it. I think that's pretty good. So I'll leave you with a thrash up the local hill.